Well, you heard that. The Ayush Ministry all set to hand a proposal to the ICMR. They're going to try and research into scientific solutions with regards to our traditional medicines. It's important now more than ever that when the world is now scrambling to find a cure for coronavirus or fight against it, here is alternative science offering a lot more than we could imagine. Well, a cure has not been found, but there are ways that we can explore it, is what practitioners have come up with. Dr. Isaac Mathai, Medical Director, Saukhya, joining us for more on this. We also have Rajiv Bajaj, who's the MD of Bajaj Auto, who's also been an avid follower of homeopathy for close to 2 decades. We also have Leena Chaudhary, who is a researcher and analytical psychology. She is a patient who has recovered from homeopathy. She has had respiratory problems. All in all, not a COVID patient, but she's had respiratory problems. She's going to give her account of how she passed through this with homeopathy. We also have joining us Pune Commissioner of Police, Venkatesham, to tell us a little more on why he administered or he gave homeopathy pills to his entire police force to fight this COVID-19 war. Let's take a quick listen from Mr. Venkatesh. Actually, before we go to the police commissioner there, right, he's patched. Mr. Venkatesh joining us. Mr. Venkatesh, I'll start off with you. If you could give us your reason for why you have given homeopathy pills to your police force. And you say it proudly that none of your police officers have fallen ill.
So there are two reasons for this. One is, as child, I have grown trusting Bajaj. As a child, I grew trusting Bajaj, and I trust Rajiv, and Rajiv trusts homeopathy. Right. So he offered this medicine for all of our officers. Then I checked with my two of my staff officers are homeopathy doctors basically. So they also endorsed. Then I said we have to go ahead, and we offered to all the staff in Pune Police Commissionerate, and telling them that the 4 tablets twice a day for 2 days, and let's have it. There are no side effects, and definitely it will be useful because as we trust Rajiv.
Right. We know that you trust Rajiv, but beyond that, is there any significance that you attach with homeopathy as such, Dr. Venkatesham?
Significance, I told you, my staff officer endorsed, and my father-in-law was a homeopathy doctor. So we have traditionally believed in homeopathy, though my family members are allopathic doctors. So and so far there is no problem, and not a single incident in the Pune as of now.
All right. So you administered these tablets to your police force. They very willingly took it. What's been their response on this?
Their response has been positive. They are very happy because from the day one, we were explaining them various preventive measures one has to take with regard to social distancing, personal hygiene measures, and sanitation measures. And we have been emphasizing and again providing gloves, mask, or face shield. So while they are interacting with people, they have to be extra careful. Their morale has to be very high. And that's why when this was offered, we lapped it up, and all the stuff they have taken, and they have taken to their families also, and they have given to their families also.
Excellent. We're going to come back to you. Let's quickly ask Dr. Isaac Mathai on the reasons to why homeopathy is believed to prevent COVID-19. This is a belief. It's now under research. A task force has been formed. The Prime Minister has given a go-ahead. And we do know that how homeopathy courts deep popularity in India altogether. Millions of them believe in its effects, so much so that people consume it even without doctor's guidance. And at least 10% of people across the country rely on homeopathy. Dr. Isaac, we know Kerala, Goa already spearheading the process in the country here. The world is keen to know the benefits of homeopathy. We hear that you've also given Prince Charles something very interesting that helped him recover of COVID-19. But we'd like to take your word on that, because after Prince Charles has had homeopathy pills, there's a lot of buzz about how homeopathy may be the way out.
Thank you. Actually, homeopathic medicines are effective in viral conditions and bacterial conditions for more than 100 years. We have evidences for that. So that we can use it, because all the flus and different kind of flus always use homeopathic medicine to boost immune system, so that the patient either won't get it, or in case if they get it, it will be a very mild. So it was used for hundreds of years. But anyway, for the last 40, 50 years, if you look at it in my own practice, we have given for thousands of people in flu situations and flu epidemic. In that time, we got very good results. And homeopathy have a methodology of analyzing the symptomatology of even a new flu like COVID, and identify certain number of medicines which can be used as a immune boosting medicine, so that the people who won't get it is experimented around the world at the moment. And if they get it, there also we could use different medicines, so the recovery will be faster. This is the theory behind it. And last 35 years, I'm using that in multiple conditions, and we got very, very good result. That is the confidence that at the moment I have given to 2,000 people around the world. And as of now, 30 plus, more than 35 days, none of them got it as of now. And at the moment, we are treating
That's excellent.
around the world with.
Right. Since you're speaking about people across the globe, we know that you have many across the world who come to you for guidance with regards to alternative medicine. Prince Charles, is it? You did meet with him. Is it true that you gave him some homeopathy pills as well, Dr. Mathai?
Individual patients is very difficult for me to say comments, personally, including you, if you are taking medicine, I cannot do that to anybody else. But around the world, of course, yes, I have distributed and given personally. Last time I was in London, I was doing a lot of my patients personal medicine, and American patients, I give them the name of the medicine. They are taking that. So India, thousands to our clinic were given. So this medicine is very effective as of now. I can see that whether it's an important lesson or a simple person, we are given to more than 1,000 slum children. So everybody should get the benefit, and now that it is over.
Yeah, you're speaking of people across the globe, Dr. Mathai, and since this talk about Prince Charles came about, the world is abuzz and curiosity is only building to know more. We hear that stock of homeopathy medicines across the globe, particularly the UK and the US, is sold out. Is that true?
Yeah, some of the places, for example, yesterday, before I'm advising some of them to get one or two medicines, they said that is out of stock. They have to wait for 3 to 5 days to get a stock back into the hand.
Okay.
So it is in great demand. And interestingly, there is one medicine in America or in Europe. There's a French company making a medicine for flu. That goes about $5 billion turnover around the world. And that is used widely all over, not about COVID, generally about flu. So homeopathic medicines are very, very popular. 45% of the French population use homeopathic medicines. 60% of the Swiss population use it. But India is the most important country for homeopathy, because the largest number of homeopathy doctors, qualified doctors, and millions of people are taking homeopathic medicine every day. And it is effective in so many acute and chronic conditions.
Right. Let me quickly go over to Rajiv Bajaj, who's been an avid follower of homeopathy for over 2 decades. Mr. Bajaj, you've advocated for homeopathy all your life, most of your life. We do know that it claims to treat diseases for which allopathy also, or Western medicines, do not really offer a cure. Starting from diabetes to PCOS, the belief is quite strong and ingrained, yet the government is thinking twice on whether or not to conduct trials on COVID-19 patients. Your take on that?
The father of Hahnemann said that it is the life force that cures, for a dead man needs no more medicine. What he meant is that if medicines were to keep us alive and well, people would not die, especially the rich would never die. It is one's inherent vitality or immunity, known as life force in homeopathy, that is responsible for the well-being of our physical body. Now, it is well known that allopathy is palliative or suppressive, but not really curative, especially when it comes to autoimmune diseases that you mentioned, or the kind that you mentioned. So, there is no doubt that Ayurveda or homeopathy have a better chance of helping one to bolster one's immunity to deal with such issues. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, the impression Can you hear me?
Yeah, go on, please.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the impression, for whatever reason, is that one has to aggressively attack, i.e., suppress such epidemics only with allopathy. Now, even if that were the case, best estimates suggest that the earliest vaccine with regard to the coronavirus is at least a year away. So, in the meantime, we have to do what is doable. We have to be practical. And in that context, when homeopathy has proven successful with the Spanish flu, with the Cuban epidemic, with the swine flu in India, and even now, I have no locus standi to be here except to add value on behalf of the world-renowned homeopath Dr. Rajan Sankaran of Mumbai, who has in this current epidemic cured about 60-70 corona patients from Iran in the Middle East to Nepal in Asia to France and Romania in Europe. And we have also given, as you heard Dr. Venkatesan say, we have also given this as a preventive, the homeopathic remedy Camphor 1M, to close to 300,000 people in Pune and around Pune.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful to Dr. Venkatesan for helping us do this. So now we are not going by any hypothesis or blind faith. We are going by actual results of people who have gotten better, people at the front line, such as the Pune police, who are doing well.
Right.
And hence our suggestion.
Let me go over to our Pune Police Commissioner, Mr. Venkatesan. Dr. Venkatesan, you've given out these tablets to your frontline warriors. Have you got feedback from them? If you can tell us what's been the feedback coming in from these officers?
Feedback is they are very happy that they are being looked after, they are taken care of. It shows the concern of administration too. And as Rajiv said, it definitely they have faith. It has come from headquarters and they have used it.
Well, is it so that you believed in it and so is your force, and have any reports of anyone falling sick come to you? We hear that you have a 100% success rate in ensuring that their immunity has been built to fight this war.
So far, yes.
Would you recommend it to a larger population, Dr. Venkatesan?
Definitely for the same reasons, because as on today there is no allopathic medicine in the field. As on today, trials are only going on and vaccine is much longer, and meanwhile proven thing has to be adopted, and that too without any side effects. I think it is a better choice one can give a try.
Right. Dr. Venkatesan, thank you very much. Let me quickly go over to Dr. Mathai. Dr. Mathai, here we do know that homeopathy has not been completely explored. There hasn't been too much research into homeopathy altogether. It's banned in Australia. How are you really planning to convince the ICMR to conduct trials and going to administer COVID-19 patients?
Fortunately, our Honorable Prime Minister is very supportive for the Ayush systems of medicine and in homeopathy. And he has already constituted a committee, task force. And that task force at the moment is looking at the different kinds of medicines from Ayurveda to homeopathy and Siddha Unani. So we believe that I am a member of the 3-member committee under the leadership of Dr. Anil Khurana of the Central Council of Research in Homeopathy. And we have identified certain number of medicines in consultation with the other senior experienced doctors and institutions. And that recommendation will be coming out within a week time. So once this comes out, every state government can implement that not only for immune boosting, even positive cases, we could be able to give that medicine. And also advanced cases. So we have to do that in the hospital environment in collaboration with the ICMR. So we will be able to come out with a proper study on patients' recovery, as well as we can do a research study on a double-blind study also. That's the only way to show that these medicines are effective. It is not to prove about homeopathy. Millions of people believe in it, but we want to show to the world also that homeopathic medicine could help, along with the Western medical treatment or supporting system to Ayurvedic and other systems of medicine.
Doctor, if you could tell us, we understand that there's a lot of treatment that was done during SARS, also H1N1. How did you really treat patients on those lines with respiratory problems in the past, and what was the success rate?
Yeah, interestingly, at the moment we have only given immune boosting medicines, and I haven't seen among the thousands of people anybody is positive. Or in case, let's say that patients, those who never took any homeopathic medicine, they are positive cases. We take a total symptomatology in homeopathy. We call it as a totality of the symptoms, and based on that, different medicines can be given. We don't need to invent a new medicine. Existing medicine used for flu and other conditions, depending on the symptoms, we can introduce that medicine. That's the same thing I'm doing with the patients around the world, and they are showing positive response. And within a couple of days, one thing will happen is if the normal hospitalization, that majority of the cases will come out without any problem, without any treatment, but we can make it faster. So instead of 2 to 3 weeks in hospital, the patient should come out in 7 to 10 days time without any complication. And those who are cases complicated also, we could use homeopathic medicine. But we can definitely do a study along with the treating patients to see the efficiency, like a double-blind study or observational study, anything in collaboration with the ICMR. By the end of the day, our aim is not to prove homeopathy or Ayurveda or allopathy. It is the purpose of helping humanity, not only about Indians around the world. So India can do that. There's nothing like that.
Right. How do you really manage this homeopathy medicine? What's the proposal that you're giving to ICMR, and what are those particular specific medication that you're pulling out from homeopathy that you believe will prevent, eventually even maybe cure COVID-19? Initial stage to the post stage, and what if the patient does become critical? Then what's your plan?
Okay. At the moment, the Central Council of Research and Homeopathy identified Arsenicol 30 as one of the medicine. And there are other doctors, experienced doctors like Dr. Rajesh Shankar recommended camphor as a medicine. So 1 or 2, and my experience, I added on Restox as another medicine. So 1 or 2 or 3 medicines will definitely do the immune boosting. That's the first stage. That's already happening. Second is when you see the patients in location to location, there can be different symptomatology. Based on that, we have identified about 6 to 7 medicines at the moment for the first phase of the disease. With either of the medicine or 1 or 2 medicines, the patient should get better results or recovery. Then the third stage is those who are getting into a complicated stage also, even if somebody is in ICU, we could use a different set of medicines, depends again on the effect on the lungs and pneumonia or a fluid in the lungs and different symptoms, different medicines. So all the stages we can use different group of medicine, and this doesn't need any major expertise. A qualified homeopathy doctor can get involved under the guidance of the new protocol which we are going to in a week.
But do you test patients? Do you believe that patients should be tested before administering these medicines? And also a quick word on arsenicum album 30, those pills that Ayush had earlier advised but then later came under severe scrutiny and criticism as well.
Yes, definitely the test and everything. Like a patient required an oxygen, we have to give oxygen. Patient required any intravenous drip, we have to do that. That's general medical management. And along with that one, the test is a common test which is used around the world. It is not a system-oriented, it is a patient-oriented. So we should use the test as much as possible. But at the moment, I have American patient test is done. I have English patient, but test is not at all available. But in India, tests are available. So I am treating patients in London without any test, but the typical symptoms of corona symptoms as well as suffering, and we are giving medicine in 4 to 5 days time patient is recovered. So this is only maybe one case, but we have to do it with thousands of cases, and definitely it will have a positive effect, there is no doubt. So my message is government should encourage to bring it together, different systems of medicine to work together for the humanity. It shouldn't be system oriented, it should be patient oriented. it should be definitely have a scientific validation, but you shouldn't be reluctant to do any scientific validation.
Absolutely.
Because of
Let's quickly go over to Rajiv Bajaj. Rajiv, you spoke about a lockdown not being a real solution, but alternative science being more of a solution here. Could you elaborate on that on a quick word? Do you believe in the lockdown?
Well, I believe in developing immunity, and as I was saying earlier, if medicinal immunity is some time away because we don't have a vaccine and we cannot or we do not want to try other sources like Ayurveda or homeopathy, then what alternative do we have but to develop herd immunity? And starting with the young and the robust population, that is, let's say, between the age of 20 and 60. Because let's face it, the reality is that even after 100 years, the common flu still comes every year and kills 600,000 people across the globe. So to say that to be shut down or locked down for 6 weeks, we are going to therefore get rid of this problem largely, if not completely, I think is too naive. Even if we are locked down now for 2 months and then gradually open up before we can, catch our breath and get into our stride, the virus will be back for sure in one form or another, if not this year, next year. What are we going to do then? Lock down twice a year for the rest of our lives? I don't think that's a viable option.
Here you're appealing for testing to be done, for meaning to check if you can administer your medicine to COVID-19 patients. What's been the response so far by the government?
Well, I think we are close. I would like to believe so. I can share with you that this morning I had a short conversation with Secretary Ayush Dr. Kotecha, who is working very hard behind the scenes to help us all get approval, because I think between doing nothing and trying to do everything at one time, there is a middle path we must follow, which is to run an experiment with 1, 2 or 3 hospitals to prove through a double-blind random trial that homeopathy or any such alternative therapy can in fact be very, very effective. Because, if homeopathy works, as I'm sure it will, for as little as ₹5 a person, you can secure almost everybody in this country.
But there's no research done on it, and there's a lot of scrutiny that it's gone through and through. So to really bring this as formal medication will be quite a task for the ICMR, don't you believe?
Well, not really. Let me tell you very quickly, no research was done on gravity till the apple fell on Newton's head. I think all we are asking for is a trial to be run for a couple of weeks in which we can demonstrate efficacy. Now, we are already into the 4th or 5th week of the lockdown. If we had this approval 4 or 5 weeks ago, we would have had results and the results would have spoken for themselves.
All right,
so
all
my
right.
Point
I'm going to quickly go over to Dr. Isaac. I'm going to wrap with you, Dr. Isaac. Your word on a last appeal that you would want to make to the government with relation to allowing you to try homeopathy on COVID patients.
I completely agree with Mr. Bajaj, that this is the way forward. ICMR should work together with homeopathic medical research institution and other Ayush medical research institutions, including yoga, breathing, so many areas. So about homeopathy, when you treat maybe 10, 20, 30 patients to see that the result is happening, that will be encouraging because we are not doing any harm. So government should put a plan. That is what I am thinking that government is going to do, that introduce this to positive cases so that they will have a positive response, then further into identify the medicine so extensively we can give it. So it will be a cost effective as well as without side effects and India's contribution to the world. So the government will, I hope and pray that go forward.
Yeah, I hope so too. Let's hope your voices and your words echo with the government here. We do know that China has also used their traditional Chinese medicines extensively. A whole traditional medicinal hospital itself for COVID patients was set up during this crisis for them. Let's hope India goes the same way and explore what we have native to our own. Thank you very much for watching us. Thank you for joining us.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.